Hello there.
So it seems like in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, we are set to see a lot of big stuff from the comics adapted into this movie. And a lot of the big players from the comics are kind of going to be rearranged. So maybe the character Molecule Man, who played a huge role in the Avengers Secret Wars comics, may be rearranged to a different character, maybe Loki, or maybe somebody else. But in this video, we are going to break down Doom's huge plans for Sentry in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, especially according to some leaked concept art that we had for the movie, and according to where we think that we're heading post ThunderBolts, or I guess new Avengers now, according to the leaks. We're going to discuss it all in this video because surprisingly, the ThunderBolts actually play a pretty solid role in what we're going to see in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. We're getting into it all in this video. If you guys enjoy my content, then check out my channel. I have a bunch more stuff just like this, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
So in the upcoming Avengers films, they are adapting the very famous Secret Wars comic run, and in that comic there was a ton of intellectual battles going on, philosophical battles, and moral struggles with characters realizing that their universe is set to end, and the only way to do it, or to stop their universe from being destroyed rather, is to destroy the Earth that they are set to collide with. So that brung a lot of calamity between the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men. Characters like Steve Rogers, of course, saw it as absolutely disgusting to even consider wiping out another Earth in order to stop an incursion. But characters like Namor, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Black Panther, and many other characters, specifically and mainly the Illuminati, felt very different about the entire thing, even enforcing the Black Swan, which was Thanos and his minions, to wipe out multiple worlds across the multiverse in order to stop incursions from happening. And what ended up happening was the Cabal, I guess an actual correction there, they were called the Cabal, not the Black Swan. Black Swan was a member of the Cabal, but anyways, the Cabal, consisting of Thanos and his minions being characters that we saw in Avengers Infinity War, like Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, etc., ended up delighting in the worlds that they were murdering, killing people like Professor X and the mutants and the X-Men, the Avengers, over and over and over in various different worlds and various different timelines. And just it ended up taking a huge toll on Namor, who was also a member of the Cabal and was wiping out these worlds. So a lot of stuff is going to happen in these films, a lot of huge moral conflicts, and especially once we get to Secret Wars and Doom is actually employing his plan, and we see how big of a handle he has had on these entire films. If they do the writing right and they keep it similar to the comic, we're gonna find out that Doom is a mastermind and is utilizing a lot of characters to run his so-called battle world. Now, whether battle world is in the void or is a separate universe that is created, or even just a separate planet with various combined continents from different universes, we're gonna find that out coming up to the film. Now, in the Secret Wars comic run, Molecule Man played a huge part in the story, and in the Avengers Secret Wars and Doomsday movie, we know he's going to employ characters similar to that role, but perhaps more expansive or even more different than the comics. And one of the big things that we saw when this concept art dropped was a photo of somebody in chains, either in a waterfall where they were having their energy siphoned from them or something like that. Now, a lot of people thought this could be Loki, which is very possible. A lot of other people thought that this could be Johnny Storm with like a waterfall consistently flowing over him to keep him from powering up. I don't really think that's the case. Some people thought it was Winter Soldier, which is crazy because he does not have a metal arm. Of course, on Battleworld, he could, recreate characters to have different augmentations. So maybe Bucky gets his arm back in Avengers Secret Wars. But nonetheless, it's between two things. This is either Loki, who is the god of time and is being held and tied up and sort of held captive and utilizing his power to create Battleworld, right? Or to have it functioning, because Loki is now the god of stories, is now essentially the god of time at the end of the multiverse, keeping everything together. But another huge option that a lot of people were theorizing, myself included, which I think is the most likely thing we're seeing here, is Lewis Pullman's Sentry actually being held captive and used as Battleworld's battery, being used as essentially what powers this world. Having his energy siphoned, we do know he's going to play a huge role in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, and that is something Lewis Pullman has even touched on, and that Doom does have plans for his character. So we're going to see these unfold in Doomsday and Secret Wars, and I think that's what we're seeing here. I think we're seeing Lewis Pullman's Sentry held captive and having his power siphoned from him in order to be used as a battery on Battleworld, and it would really line up with a lot of what Doom represents in the comics and a lot of the antics that Doom pulled in the Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars run in 2015, which I'm actually rereading right now, and it's just an absolutely incredible story every time I read it. But comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think about this stuff. Stay tuned on my channel. I'm going to cover a whole bunch more stuff leading up to both of these movies. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, consider subscribing because I have a lot more Marvel content to come. And for this video, that's all I got, guys. So until the next one, be safe and stay well.
Paradise for two.